we were sitting here talking about it. Like sometimes you'll hear us say the Super Bowl. Like if Aaron's doing the sports and there's nothing attached to it, you can say the Super Bowl and the team's name. If we're doing like our bowling thing last week, you have to say the big game. If you take on Tito because it's a company thing, you have to say the big game or the game and the two teams. Right? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Whew.
It's too
crazy.
confusing.
Kyle Rudolph's going to join us just a second. You guys might know him. He's a tight end for the Minnesota Vikings. He's down in Atlanta, so we'll talk Super Bowl with him. As a Rams fan, are you getting yourself pumped for this, or how do you feel about this? Are you nervous?
Nope.
Confident.
I told you why.
Because
EA Sports predicted my Rams would win the Super Bowl.
Now, if they had predicted the Patriots were going to win,
then I would be a little
you'd have put the
nervous.
kibosh on that too?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. I see. I don't know. It's EA Sports. Now, someone did bring up something interesting though.
Okay.
And I'm not doing this because you're a Rams fan.
Okay.
In sports, especially in football, there have been a couple times where we just assume that this quarterback and this team are going to make it back to the Super Bowl, and they never do. You think about it, it's the one sport where it is so damn hard to get there.
Not for Tom Brady and the Patriots.
That's what I was going to say.
They
seem to be the exception. Dan Marino went his rookie year, I think it was, or year two with the Miami Dolphins, never went back. Barry Sanders, the greatest running back of all time. One playoff win?
I know, hurts my heart.
That was it. But I'm saying, like, and everyone's talking about, well, the Rams and Goff and these guys, they'll be back 100 times. You don't know that. You seriously do not know that.
What's up, Daniel? What's up, Mateus? Thank you.
Thanks for having us on this morning, man. All right, we're waiting on Kyle right now. He's a couple minutes late, but they're down there partying.
It's one of those things, and people are making fun of me because I love the Rams. A lot of people like the Rams because they were the St. Louis Rams for a long time, and that's why they like them.
I don't think so. I think people, you know what? I think a lot of people became Rams fans with Kurt Warner and that whole story and stuff.
Kurt Warner.
But you got to remember that anything. They've never won a Super Bowl. Doesn't count. I don't think it counts. The St. Louis Rams won the Super Bowl, not the L.A. Rams.
Right, because people forget they weren't in St. Louis always before they went,
L.A. I don't know. I think we know the history. And they are wearing the throwback, the Rams uniforms.
That I am excited about.
The blue and yellow.
I have a lot of respect for Jared Goff. I followed his college career.
At Cal?
With the Golden Bears, and I just really like him. I love Gurley. And here's the thing. As a Michigan girl, I love Tom Brady. I respect Tom Brady. And I think it's going to be a great game because you have like a young quarterback and you have an older quarterback.
Well, not only you have the older quarterback and the older coach. You have Belichick and Brady against the young guns with Jared Goff, and then you got Sean out there as well. So, yeah, there's a ton of storylines too. It's going to be cool to see. I don't know. I've got to a point now. Is this okay? Anyone, if you're watching on Facebook too, I will leave after the first half. We go to a friend's house every year for a Super Bowl party. I'm gone at halftime.
Why?
Because I want to watch the game.
And you can't really focus on it at a Super Bowl. It depends on what party you're at, though.
Doesn't matter.
Because I've been to parties where they are so into the Super Bowl that if you talk, you get a smack and stuff like that. I mean, people are focused on the game.
Right.
And then I've been to parties where there are people there that have no idea what football even is, but they go because there's food and it's a social event. So I guess it just depends on the type of party you go to.
I want to be left alone and watch the game. I want to be left alone. When I go home, I don't even want my wife and my kids leave me alone. I want to go watch the game on my own.
I get it.
I'm that way, man. I will just totally turtle up. Now, last year it wound up being at the house we were at. The first half was one room was a group of people, men and women, watching the game that were into the game, and the other room was like the drive-by room, the party room where the snacks were and stuff, and they would just come in and walk through. How's Tom Brady doing? How are the Patriots doing?
Okay.
The Falcons score again, and they'd stand in front of the TV, and you're like, move! And then I think a lot of us by the because it was 28-3 at halftime or something.
Yeah, I didn't really enjoy that game.
Are you kidding me? The comeback in the second half? It was fantastic.
Second half was great, but the first half, it was kind of like, meh, I think I'm going to go have some more chili and pizza.
No, it was fun. If you were kind of like shocked that they were getting their butt kicked, man, but I don't know. But we're waiting on Kyle. What's the word? Hey, hold on. Hey, Ryan, are we going to get Kyle or not? Do we know? I just sent him on the walkie-talkie here.
Yes, we have walkie-talkies.
Trying to contact his people.
Okay.
We have walkie-talkies like we're in the Boy Scouts.
Right, yeah. He's trying to reach out to him right now. It's okay. We'll try to get him there anyway. A couple of things to talk about real quick. Touch on what we got you guys here. Did everybody turn their heat down to 65 last night at 10:30 when it went off? Anybody watching Facebook? Did you guys do that? You got the note. Well, yours is always below 65, so that's not a problem for you.
That's why I'm laughing. I live with the heat. What's that dude's name from the heat miser?
Snow miser.
The snow miser.
Yeah, the ice miser.
Who has the house always set at like a comfortable 62 degrees.
So did you get up and turn it up to 65 then?
No, I'm just used to it, so that didn't surprise me because I've sent you pictures of what I wear around my house, and you guys make fun of me.
Right, you're in your polar vortex gear the whole time. But that note I don't know that I've ever. I'm trying to think of ever getting a notification, and it worked. I mean, they sent the note out last night at 10:30, explaining it. You know, you get that little civil warning. We had some people on our Facebook page actually put the picture that they got off their phone last night. But man, jumped out of bed. It did take a minute to figure out what the hell was going on.
I thought it was a Amber Alert at first.
Right.
It woke me up. I thought it was an Amber Alert, and I was like, crap, what's going on? And I looked, and then it said, they're asking. And the thing is, a lot of people are complaining about it, and you have a right to complain about it, but you also have to
what?
About turning your heat down when it's this cold. But here's the thing they don't understand. If you don't turn your heat down and we end up with a gas shortage, then everybody suffers.
Yeah, I think people, we'll grumble about it, but we'll do it. I mean, and they're only asking us to do this for like a day. I mean, tomorrow it'll be done. Saw some of the GM plants were closing. Had a friend text me that she's working at Ford this morning. They didn't close the plants. I don't know. But yeah, and then I love Governor Whitmer, man. I thought that was kind of cool of her. Like when she did the video, explaining what had happened, she was wearing a coat just to convey the point that it was cold. It was 65 degrees there
cold.
as well.
A great tweet came because somebody said, stay warm and reasonable. Michigan 65 is better than 0. # consumers energy emergency alert. And people were responding and saying, I'm not turning my heat down. And here's a good response. You're not getting it. Because of the cold, we have a massive gas shortage. And this person's in Minnesota. And they said, and now we have cities that do not have heat. If Michigan is asking you to turn down your thermostat, it's to protect everyone. There are hundreds upon hundreds of people that are in hotels and had to leave their homes because of no gas. The same thing could happen to you. If possible, buy an electric space heater to help in the interim.
Wow.
That's the reality of the situation.
Yeah, and it's for 24 hours, so I mean, it won't be that bad. All right, Ryan just texted me. Hold on a second.
Okay, what's the text say?
Here. Can't get a hold of anyone. All right, so we may not have Kyle Rudolph. So what? It's fine. It's a Viking. It happens. It happens, especially, and hey, Ryan, if you're listening right now, don't worry about it. One of the things over the years I've learned, and anyone who does this stuff, what happens down there, they're all down at Press Row. They're all doing this stuff down in Atlanta. You are so at their mercy, and things change so rapidly. It's crazy. So we apologize if you were going to hop on for Kyle Rudolph. Obviously, we're not going to have him, or they're running late or something happened. These guys get pulled 20 different ways when they're down there.
It's craziness.
I've actually been on the road when they were here in Detroit, and we would have people like from me to you, like 2 feet apart. Like we had Mike Tirico, like from me to you. Boom, went somewhere else.
Yeah.
And you're chasing them down the road. It just happens.
Now, we were going to talk to Kyle Rudolph, who is nominated for Man of the Year, but we also have a Lion who is nominated for Man of the Year.
That would be Stafford, right? You were telling me.
It is quarterback Matthew Stafford. And what the Man of the Year award is, it's based off of charity and community involvement and all of the good things that you do. And I'm actually really proud of him and his wife for all the things that they do here in the Motor City.
That was a beautiful speech you just gave.
It's the truth, though. They do a lot of really good things.
If people knew half the stuff that Stafford does, that's the thing about it. A lot of stuff that he does, you don't know, and that's by his design. He doesn't want you. Some of the family stuff have been going on for a couple of years. The families they would adopt during the holidays.
Yeah,
they've been going on for a couple of years, and nobody knew about him.
Gifts. The things they do at hospitals, too, especially. But my fingers are crossed for him because I respect athletes and people in the public eye that use their stature to do good things for other people.
Now, I respect the guy from the Jets who kicked the crap out of that Patriots mascot. That should be the NFL Man of the Year right there. When he drop-kicked the Patriots mascot, he should get the award right there.
Yeah, okay.
You don't think so?
No.
No?
That was
They wouldn't give it to him?
bad.
Come on. Yeah. It is a cool thing, but that'll be Saturday night. That'll be on there. But Kyle Rudolph won't be there because he stiffed us today.
Hey, it happens.
He lost. I don't care. I'm done. We gave him a pass. Now we're going to rip on him for a little bit.
Okay.
Unless See, here's the question I really wanted to ask him. He's in his last year with the Vikings.
Uh-huh.
They're talking about they have a younger tight end. They may not have him. Name a team that needs a tight end. Us?
Oh, yeah.
Us? Kyle Rudolph could very easily wind up playing here next year as a tight end.
Well, being that he currently plays for the another old team, that he would fit right in here.
Absolutely. Yeah. He's only 28 years old, man. They're like, yeah, you're washed up in 28. Like, come on, man. All right. So anyway, thanks for watching us on Facebook. Thanks for everything, man. We apologize, Kyle. It happens during the thing, though, so we'll see if we can get hold of him. Be well.